against the New York Knicks. For New York, they have waited a long time for the regular season to tip off. So you know they'll be fired up to hit the court. It would mean to get that way right away. There is
and talk about now and as we're set to start another season now.
Well, there'll be a different level of focus. Certainly it'll be in sharper perspective. The game will become more physical. You might see some nerves early too, Kevin, but now that there is something at stake, you can better believe the attention of these guys is standing sharp at it.
And how about us as broadcasters? We love this night.
Opening night butterflies are inevitable for everyone involved.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Enes Kanter. Williams is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Burke. Hardaway is screen on Westbrook. Burke kicks the way. Puts it up from 12.
And the defense of Steven Adams is so important to this team. They depend on him to be a rim protector now.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
It just opens the court up so much more, and you like to see him get into rhythm.
Here's Westbrook to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Kanter. He's got his first points of the game.
Well, Kanter uses his size to survey the floor, and he's really good at finding the holes in the defense with his passing.
Now here's Westbrook. Adams, right side. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, the size and the frame of Steven Adams is flat out intimidating. A high percent scorer around the blocks.
Nobody near will
Take that, the weak coverage pay.
The shot by George, wide open. And that assist by Russell Westbrook. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at them.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
And the dunk by Robertson.
That's just
The replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Now here's Burke. Kanter set a pick for Burke. Will it go? Thunder with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots come. And last season for Melo being traded him and Knicks, their party was a destroy.
I think Melo is probably looking forward to putting that behind him. The trade mix, and it's very hard to be a productive player with that much going on outside the confines of the lines.
And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, and Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation product play out.
They're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
Here's Westbrook, and again, Oklahoma no good. On to it so far in this. They grabbed their own miss. Sets the pick for Burke. Back to Porzingis. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. And they pick up two.
You know, and that was a nice find by KP. Saw the open man. He was on time, on target with the pass. Perfect.
Left side, Westbrook. They set the pick. Roberson the pass to Adams. Back to Robertson. On the wing. Pass to Carmelo. And no good that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. Their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, matchup to the teams will only face off twice season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
And they've scored already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And tried to take their first time out here. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, an array of post moves to pick from. Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there for the Knicks. And it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season. In third, the Thunder.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Bucket is good.
You really like to see Lee move the ball like that on offensive flow.
There's 53 seconds left in the first. Outside, Felton. Patterson a screen on Beasley. Here's Brewer. It's good.
Basketball there. Hard bucket for the layup.
Hit by Lee. Beasley sets a screen for Lee. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Here's Moutier. The rebound, Patterson.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Grant outside. No good on the buzzer beater. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Sports in Oklahoma. And power forward Patrick Patterson. Getting better. Patterson, Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys got to have the team.
And the guy who his teammates, because they know he's going to have their back, always work hard, always going to bring.
A closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
See, the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like rebound is the taking. They owning the opposition.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Beasley, Emmanuel Moutier out there with Lee. Then there's Noah, and it's O'Quinn in at the power forwards position. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with Rick.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA. Been playing. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. Being in a foreign country thing is different. Made me mentally. Yeah, got to have confidence because every point guard in this league got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Following the score by Oklahoma City. And we've seen Doris is laid from primary ball handler, collective approach. That's here to stay.
It'll be interesting. You think the much a copycat league, so you think back to the Nets and the slow down battles between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks to now pace and space offenses that is so much fun for us to watch. What's the next evolution? We saw the San Antonio Spurs. Is there a team that wants to formulate the NBA, find success? As you know, everybody's trying to beat the champ. And right now, the some space and equal opportunity offense.
Indeed. Felton dishes to Grant, and it's Abrines in the corner. Outside for Felton. Over Moutier. Nix with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Lee up top. Boom. And that one comes up a bit short. Thunder trailing by 5. Dishes it to Patterson. After a nice lead.
To get his points in tight, make nice, efficient moves to the
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Lee. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Guy hard to become a complete offensive player. That time getting the side.
And time called for Oklahoma City. You think back to how Jeff Hornacek was as a player. Doris.
Your talk is sort of that. What Jeff Hornacek was as a player, he certainly displays similar attributes as a coach.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Now, Burke following the miss by Kermit. There's a screen by Cantor. Side Hardaway. Scored his second of 2.
You crowd when he is in the mid.
Westbrook. Roberson. By Adam.
And that's really the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not capitalize on the offense, and you simply have to be more patient.
Now, here's Burke. It's to Porzingis. And 3.5 second quarter. Cash in on the jumper. It's Westbrook with the drive. Beasley against George. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain here. And coming from tonight, here's broken down by Paint. Mid-range 3-point shot attempt so far.
And the one thing that when you look at chart, a little out above the throw line extended 3-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense. And, and he started off shooting well, but here in the second, he has started to fall.
And sends it back. Here's how on the play, basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Amazing how he gets this one. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go after defenders, and he has what it takes to get it done.
He's checked in for Beasley. Well, you talk about the very of what a specialist is. That is Andre.
Right. What you love about Ross, he can match up with multiple positions on the defensive end. One thing you worry about, obviously, is teams when he's offensive end, they're going to give him a lot of shots because he's yet to prove he can consistently knock those down.
5 to shoot. Fourth, Westbrook. And it down. Cantor. 5th rebound right now in the game. From 12 feet out. Excellent D there from George. Trailing by 5. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That one clearly affects those shots coming up. Porzingis.
And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA this season. Big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
Makes Paul George an exceptional player. He does it all for this team. One of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to
the Thunder at the foul line.
And as a group, they shot 75% last season.
First one falls.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and getting create ops, and a good opportunity to go 2 for 1.
What do they do here, Greg? Because they want to get a couple of positions out of the time left.
Shoots by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his good of the game.
Yeah, Porzingis so good at squaring up the body when he pulls up for that mid-range jumper.
Anthony kicks to George. And no good. Nice D from Gus. Outside Williams. Passes to Porzingis. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. New York ahead, up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on Sports. Now, Sports Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq. A favorite for the school. Their deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better. That about right.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see a peak energy there. York leading by. And now let's check out that's courtesy of Gatorade All. And ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Is out there with Paul George. And it's at the center. And for 3, kept alive by New York. Cantor. Oklahoma City shooting for the feet. Corner, it's Westbrook. No good. Team has enjoyed the last years has been their ability to win the game.
It's back-to-back, Kevin. Top 10 in terms of, and it was something they wanted upon a few years ago. They changed moving forward.
Out surge. He feeds it to Robertson. There's the screen. But look at it there. Again.
Over Stark and half. They're going to have tightening things up on the offensive end.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Jr. not maybe the same ball handler, but he can fill it up. And I really feel like
that free throw good from Hardaway. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us. Analyze where he is.
Above average ability, improving defensively. And right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I've got a chance. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Well, after missing their 3 shots, they finally get one to go in this.
Burke, the pass to Williams. He kicks it to Cantor. Outside for Zingis.
They were for a fast start. Instead for 4.
It's drive.
Tough start to the second half. Just 1-5. Wow.
Now here's Burke. He's covered by Westbrook. Burke kicks to Williams. Fires from deep. And it's
has been for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking it mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Adams against Cantor. Good. That is second basket.
Well, you can't defensively to stop Steven Adams, growing into a solid air threat.
Burke with it. He has 6. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. Nice space for the.
You know, Kev, you got to love the Porzingis coming off that screen.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Dorsey talked about the evolution of the specialist, the pure 3 guy, for example, who in that category, in your opinion?
Well, I'm so happy that Klay Thompson has evolved from a guy who believed coming into the NBA that he would strictly 3-and-D guy to a much more scorer. But in today's generation, I would have to say Danny Green won a championship for the San Antonio Spurs, nothing but absorbing the biggest threat on the offensive end for the opponent, then being edge threes at opportunities. Patrick Beverly, another guy grinding it out, increasing shots, and a 10-8 ball. He worked good jump shot.
No. Greeniston. And it's Patterson.
Doubt out of the force.
Now here's Lee. From outside the arc. By Grant. The Thunder of 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8 to Abrinas. Back to Grant. For the tie. The layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, a carrot when the defense not right up on it.
By Lee. has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Felton. Grant in the corner. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The one thing we saw with the Thunder last postseason, Doris, is that when some direction.
Yeah, but now with Paul George in the stagger their minutes, that won't have such a drop-off if Russell Westbrook leaves the floor.
Free throw.
Grant continues on his game. Jumper is coming, and he exceptional defensive.
And Alex Trey Burton for New York. Lee. Easily. The reach left. Kept the. He did.
And they're big ball of it now, especially interior.
Felt manages the game. 12. Next rebound. Ekbayo shot to end this. No, it's still his game as we've 3. Summit City. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
A great job. Let's keep the extra pass.
His team motion of his one.
Working to try to do it quickly to rest.
Trying again for the 4th again. And on for New York 4th. There with Van and win and down low. And the cut to chip from
Indiana.
Really aggressive to take opportunity. Look, traditions they've had.
2 shots.
Well, thank you, T. Look at play.
1970. You're talking hard. King Allen, Pat